Let me ask you a question. Are you guys not tired of the lies you constantly peddle against Dr. Obi Ezekwesili? Are you not tired? In what way? Why do you continue all of this malignment, malicious lies, everything to paint her black, 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 just because she is that mirror you look into and you know that you are as foul can be. You are as inhumane can be. You are as corrupt can be. And it hurts you that there's somebody that from who you cannot say, oh, everybody is doing it. Because that's how that's the way, the excuse you give yourself. You justify your action by saying, oh, everybody is doing it now. And then here comes this woman, who cares? And because of that, you peddle all sorts of lies. Recently, all of you were putting out a WhatsApp message that, oh, she said Fulani, whatever. Bring back our girls movement was about empathy, was about humanity. You didn't have it. You were busy playing politics with it. You said it was to bring a president down, an incompetent president who sat down and ended up losing election to somebody he had won election over, somebody Nigerians rejected from 2003 up until 2015, that he made that person a candidate. You are busy because for you it's about politics, it's not about humanity, it's not about children that were taken away. What is it? Yes, she went into office and she didn't loot money. Is that why you are angry? Because you cannot say everybody goes into office and doesn't loot money. Here you have a minister who had opportunity to have looted like others did, but she didn't. And she stayed on, and you are angry at her because we are inherently selfish. We are people that are so selfish that you are angry when you see anybody display any sort of selflessness. It comes at you because you want everybody to be the same, so that everybody will be in that mode of inhumanity, lack of empathy, refusal to fight government, and then so anything. You were busy sharing that. I mean, Nigerians really should be ashamed of themselves. You go after people who do not care about you. You go after people when you're being killed, they say nothing. When you're being hurt, they say nothing. They focus on their career and all of that. They mind their business. But the one that doesn't mind her business, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili doesn't mind her business. Now she's always there. Oh, anything happening to Nigeria, she carries it on her head. That's why I call her single parent of Nigeria. She carries it on her head. And because of that, all she gets from you people is insult. All she gets is malignment. All she gets is, all sorts of vile things being thrown at her just because she's that person who wants to raise other leaders. She doesn't want to have people who are followers, who know nothing, and all sorts of lies. Come on. Come on. You really should be ashamed of yourself, honestly. Those of you that sit down and cook up those cock and bull stories and put them out there, and then you're taking it up. And I saw Reuben Abati that should be ashamed of himself. It's one of, actually even took that WhatsApp message, malicious WhatsApp falsehood that they were passing around, that Dr. Obi said that, bring back our girl. She didn't know she was working with Fulani. We didn't do Fulani at Bring Back Our Girls. We didn't do Igbo. We didn't do Esako. We didn't do Hausa. We didn't do Yoruba. We didn't do Islam. We didn't do Christianity. We didn't do paganism or whatever it is. We didn't do Ekanka. We didn't do male. We didn't do female. We did humanity. And we came out. And you know what? At that moment when Dr. Obi Ezekwesili was saying to the whole nation, look, this issue of these girls, don't joke with it. Don't think it's just children of the poor. When they get away with this, they will come after everybody. You people are insulting her. Are you not feeling it now? Some of you that said that Chibok girls were not abducted are not paying ransom. Your own two were not abducted now. The ransom you paid, it wasn't paid. You think when these people come, they are going to ask who you are? All of us are victims. I've been saying it. People think I'm joking. We are all victims waiting to happen. Being a victim in Nigeria is no longer a matter of if. It is a matter of when. When is the cat falling on your head? When you fall on your head, you take it. It's like Vaseline. You use it to rub body and keep going. You've become the victim. If this is one of victim of death, You join the other ones that have gone before. If the one of victim of abduction, you do abduction. Whatever happens, it happens. Because we're a nation that refused to come out and stand for the truth. And the people who stood for the truth, you have constantly been going after them, especially Dr. LP Ezekwesili. What did she do to you guys? What did she do? Is it because she came out and stood? Is it because she put every of her career on hold, put everything on hold, 2014, and said, no, these girls that have been taken, yes, they are children of the poor, but they are also children. She came out and stood there. She came out, she collected bullets. When people were being killed in Jos, Katsina, all of that, Southern Kaduna, she came out, she even did a one-woman protest all the way to Villa. You people were laughing at her. Were you people not making fun of her? Guess what? People are now marching on that same unity fountain we used to march, pleading for their own children to be brought back. She wanted you not to feel that pain. She wanted to stand and let's all come together. Chibok girls, we said they are a symbol of those that have been abducted before and after them. Let's all come together and make this thing. You people say no. All to lie. You will talk about Chibok girls, bring back our girls was about removing Jonathan. Really? Who the heck is Jonathan that he was what? Us putting our lives in danger and going for 7 years? Who is Jonathan, for crying out loud? That you think that we sit down and start bring back our girls because of Jonathan? Really? The reason why Bring Back Our Girls was started was because girls were taken away from their school. And the government of the day was incompetent, clueless, inept, and a failure, and refused to acknowledge it. Jonathan did not speak about Chibok girls 19 days after they were abducted. If it's your own child, you think that would be okay? Because you were making money out of Jonathan this thing, or you liked him, or one thing or the other, and so because of that, nothing should happen. Really? Those that were killed during that time, it's also death that they died, that the government wasn't caring. Those that were Reuben Abati that you see today is on TV talking about this thing. Reuben Abati was as vile as Femi Adesina, if not worse. Go and check the statement he was giving when he was telling us that we had no right to ask the president to speak. When Jonathan, even to go and present budget, Jonathan was no longer presenting budget to the National Assembly. He will send the Minister of Finance to go and do that. You people have all forgotten because you have short memories. Yes, things are worse. So tomorrow, if things become more worse, we now say that Buhari's government is good. They are all incompetent. They are all failures. And I just wonder, why especially, you just be coming after Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, coming after her, for what? What is it? For standing for you? For having integrity? For refusing to toy with Nigeria? For protecting Nigeria's interests, due process, so in education, everything, wherever she went to, mining, everything. She ensured she was doing everything for the greater good. But you are angry at that because you are selfish. You know, if you're the one there, you will do it for yourself. And so everything that you can use to malign her, so you will say that, no, she's not, she's like us. No, she's not like you. She's not like you. She stood. She refused to negotiate her values. You all think you're going to power negotiate your values, or potential, if you get there, you're going to do that, and you want to say everybody does that. But there's that Dr. Obi Ezekwesili that is in your face, telling you that it's not everybody that will do that. And that's hurting you. When you look at her, you look at your life, you look at what you've done, it pains you. You are angry. Because in her, you cannot say all those nyama things they do. She no agree do them. And so because of that, you're always coming. You're always chipping. You're always coming after her. Because you know she will not answer you. She just do her this thing. She has that grace. I'm a person like me. Come after me. I go, in short me. Hey, yeah, man. I tell you, I say all of us get bed for psychiatric hospital. Anytime when you want to make craze happen, the craze good day. What is it? Dr. Ezekwesili never even talked about presidential election. Bring Back Our Girls was a place where we never did politics. She ensured that happened. I remember the number of times when people want to bring political, she would say no. At the Unity Fountain, she ensured that nobody ever called Jonathan. Like you just say Jonathan, if she's there. No, it's President Jonathan. You must give the office the respect it deserves. That she must always ensure. Politics was not what we were there for. We were crying for girls to be brought back. Why didn't Jonathan bring back the girls? Why didn't Jonathan come to Unity Factory and come and meet us? I'll meet with the parents and say, I'm working hard to bring back these children. Why? Who stopped him? His failure, his incompetence stopped him. Stop Allow this woman, leave her alone. She's not your problem. Look at your conscience. Your conscience that is always telling you that you did the wrong thing by not standing for girls that were taken away. Deal with that conscience. Leave Dr. Obi Ezekwesili alone. She's not your problem. Your problem is your conscience. Your problem is your inhumanity. Your problem is your lack of empathy. Sure, they are all carrying all of us now, but had anybody said that it's a lie? It did not happen. Nobody said 2014. Many were saying that it's a lie. Nothing like how can they carry girls from school? Are we still saying the same thing now? You know, like I said before, the victim card is going round, and it is looking on who to fall on. Every one of us, even me as I'm speaking now, I can become victim. Since 2014, I've put that in my mind. Now, any second, I can be the victim. I'm made peace with that. But you know what? I will talk and I will speak. But those of you that are still sitting down, that have refused to acknowledge, some of you will talk about Leah Sharibu, but you never talk about Chibok girls. You talk about, oh, Leah Sharibu is a Christian. A lot of the Chibok girls in captivity, they're also Christians. But you know, because your administration bias, it's more than your religious bias. You forget them because you don't. It happened during the one that was incompetent, that you want us to believe was never incompetent. Anyway, it is Turn by Turn Nigeria Limited. You know the good thing about life? It is happening to all of us. Yesterday's victims were once survivors. Today's victims were yesterday's survivors. And tomorrow's victims will be today's survivors. The question is, who is next? Ask yourself.